Hey guys, today on Tech Tonight, I'm going to show you how to get that Google Pixel's HDR Plus mode on many of the Android devices, and it has been made available on many of the devices since the Google has launched the core of that application as an open source. It has been ported into a lot of devices, and fortunately the Galaxy S9 Plus does support it, and I'm going to show you because there is some amazing thing that is going on in that HDR Plus mode. The quality of the colors are just amazing. Even though the S9 Plus gets a higher DxO mask score than the Pixel 2, still due to that camera application, the Pixel 2's images look much more clearer, crisper, and has much more vibrant colors. It looks just amazing. So I'm going to show you how to get that on many of the devices out right now. And right now I'm going to show you the comparison between the stock camera application from the Galaxy S9 Plus and pictures taken with the Google application that has been ported for the Galaxy S9 Plus. It is not actually, the application might not be fully optimized for the Galaxy S9 Plus. I'm not sure if it is able to take advantage of that f1.5 aperture, but we'll see and we'll check it out. So these were the images like I was showing you. Those were really great. You could see the differences between the shadows and the colors, the vibrancy and all. And moreover, with this application you also get that AR sticker from the Google Pixel 2. That is really great. It looks great. It is not perfect, but it looks great, so we're gonna see that. And let's hop on to the computer now. So guys, to install this application, what you have to do is go to google.com and search for Google Camera Hub XDA, and we're gonna go over here, Google Camera Port Hub over here, and these are all the devices that are supported in this port available. So you have a lot of applications for a lot of devices. So you have Asus Essential Phone, HTC, LeEco, you have Lenovo, LG, you have multiple vendors over here that can support. You have quite a lot of devices from Xiaomi. So I have the Galaxy S9 Plus over here. So you have two variants over here, Exynos and Snapdragon. So I'm going to go with the Exynos, which is mine over here. And I'm going to go over here and I have the how to make this happen. So what I have to do is I have to go over here. And so I'm going to go with the APKs, and you have to download these two APKs and install these in your phone and go back and go into settings. And here are the settings that you have to opt in and set in your application once you have installed. It comes as an camera application with the Google camera app icon over it. So these are really simple things. You just go into the APKs, install both the APKs in your device, then you set up the camera application with these settings, and you're done. The application will work flawlessly and you do not have to worry about it. Let's say if you have another device, let's say if you have the OnePlus 6. So you're gonna go over here and just go in this, and here you have the, let's see the full post, and here you have the test focus APK, which you can use, or you can use Google Pixel 2 APK. So you don't really have to set up application with the settings, or you have to install multiple APKs. All you have to do is you just have to install one APK and that will do for you. And let's say if you are using some other device, let's say the Moto G5 Plus, you just go over here. I click on the wrong button. Let's go over here, and you have the same APK over here. So just download this one, install it, and it will work on your device. So that is how simple it is over here. So I'm going to show you install the application over to my device. So I'm just gonna change the view from my laptop to my device. So guys, here is my device, and I've already installed the application and set up the whole settings over here. So here is the icon. It has the Google camera application icon over here. So just go ahead and you can see that this application is working. I do recommend restarting your device after you have installed the application and set up the settings, because sometimes the application may stutter and freeze. So it does not affect your phone that much, but the application just keeps crashing. So I do recommend restarting your device, and it works wonders after that. And as you can see, this image has been taken from the S9 Plus's default camera application, and this was taken by this camera application. So this is really great. You can see that you have a lot of colors over here, and in this S9 Plus's default camera application, the whole area is lit with light, and there's a lot of light and there is a lot of exposure. But right here you have a little darker image, but you can change that over here. So I do not have any editing application over here right now, but you can go ahead and enhance the brightness. But by reducing the brightness and increasing the contrast, the Google is able to take in a lot of more things. So as you can see, you have a lot more colors and there is a lot more depth to the colors. And as you can see, in comparison to this image, the S9 Plus's default camera application washes out the colors, and I prefer the colors in this picture because it is a lot better, and you can appreciate the vibrancy in the colors. So that is really great, and I'm gonna try and take a picture with this camera application right over here, and I'm going to show you a difference in real time. So here is a lock that I've placed ahead, and by default the HDR mode is on auto, but if you want to have that enhanced colors feel, you want to turn it on all the time, because a lot of the times on the HDR Plus auto mode it does not actually do anything, but if you put it on HDR Plus on mode, it does a lot. So I'm just gonna take a picture over here. So I'm just gonna click this picture. So here's the image with the Google camera application, and let's go into the stock S9 Plus's camera application and let's take a picture. And so as you can see, this is from the S9 Plus's default camera application. The picture looks good, but there is no vibrancy and there is no variety in the colors. So here you can see that you have a lot more variety and it looks much more natural than this. So one thing you do notice is that through the S9 Plus's default camera application, you get much more sharper image. If you zoom it, you can see that the S9 Plus's default camera application produces a much sharper image, whereas the Google camera application does not produce a much sharper image. So that is actually because the camera application is not very optimized for the Galaxy S9 Plus, but it does a great job. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try with the portrait mode. But one thing you do need to know about portrait mode is that it freezes sometimes and it just wouldn't open sometimes, so that is a bit more problem. So I'm in the portrait mode, and the distance between the object and the background is not much, so the background blur must not be that much. So I'm just going to try it out over here. So as you can see, the camera application froze. That happens sometimes in the portrait mode, so you do have to worry about that. It does not work always, and that is understandable, I think. So close that camera application and let's try it again. Let's go into the portrait mode, tap to focus, click an image, and as you can see, it takes a burst image for some reason, and as you can see, it is not even focused on the area. So that is a problem with this portrait mode in this application. And whereas if you go into the S9 Plus's actual default camera application, you have a beautiful bokeh mode over here. And the only complaint I have for this camera application in the portrait mode is that it does not work great if you are in a little bit of dark conditions. So that is a worry about this. So guys, I think that's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, please subscribe to this channel and do follow me on Instagram as well, because all of my information and all of what I'm going to do and all of my suggestions that you want to give me, I do over there. I try to connect with people on Instagram, so do follow me on Instagram as well. This is Chaitanya signing off.